Straight from Vancouver, we got the best podcast. Thorun Skundo, going hard, we here to last. Talking about everything reptilian pussy to political conversations, getting real pushy. Podcasts in the city where the vibe's so green.
Hello,
world.
hello, world. Welcome
To episode
25,
20 motherfucking 5.
quarter of a century of an episode.
We are 25 cent.
25 cent.
Yeah. Hell yeah. We made it, man.
Can't be killed.
Yeah. I feel like we keep hitting these like landmarks, these like pivotal moments. Yeah, like our first 200 views.
Get
Almost
rich or
hit
die
our
trying.
first 1,000 views.
Yeah.
Keep
watching that one short that's close to 1,000 views because it's
go viral online or die trying.
go viral online or die trying.
Yeah. Or fucking drive into
Drive into what?
Get rich, go viral, or just fucking commit an act of Oh no.
Yeah.
God did.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, anyways, so hello to the world, to the people.
Yeah. Okay. 25 episodes in.
Yeah, it's
we
not
still
bad.
don't have an RSS feed.
No, but we're gonna do that.
We're gonna get an RSS feed.
Yeah. Yo, the real accomplishment is 25 episodes in, and we haven't gotten any cease and desist letters.
Yeah, we haven't been canceled yet.
Yeah, so that's a win.
Or maybe it's going to be a really slow moving thing.
Yo, I feel like the fact that we haven't been canceled is a bad thing.
And maybe we're not doing enough.
Yeah. Like, I feel like if you're like making any motion or any waves in the pond, you're going to be canceled.
Yeah.
Like, if you're like making any type of moves in society,
Yeah.
meaningful like impact,
Then
you've probably been canceled.
You've been
times.
canceled at least once.
So we're slacking, man. I would
Well,
like to apologize.
we're sorry for not doing more.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to be more edgy.
We need to reflect.
We need to talk about more terrorism.
We should rebrand.
We need to incite violence.
Or not even incite. We should just be violent.
we should start doing the videos where we go up to people on the street and start harassing them.
Or just like assault people. Not even, and then say it's a prank.
Yeah, be like, oh, it's a prank, bro.
Yeah, just like strip someone and take their
Like,
shoes.
rip their pants off.
No, did he? Did he?
Rip their pants off.
Did he?
And
We now have a Diddy button.
yeah, we have a Diddy button now.
Yeah, because there's no Diddy, but then there's some
Sometimes
Diddy.
it's Diddy.
And sometimes you just gotta
You gotta
call it how it is.
You just gotta call it how it is.
Did he?
Yeah. This was Thorun's idea. Or I think it was both of our idea.
It was a collaborative endeavor.
Okay, so weather.
The weather, it's been very foggy again the last few days.
Yo, we got the Bill Gates fog.
We got the Bill Gates
Dude,
fog.
I was tripping when I texted you.
yeah.
No, because I'm out.
I got the text,
I had a moment where I was kind of like shook. I was like,
damn,
bro,
they're coming for us now too.
No, I was like, I hope that is some schizophrenic conspiracy theory. Because I'm like, I don't want to get fucking bird flu. Like, you know, the conspiracy is that the fog is like the government spraying people with these viral weapons, a bioparticle, whatever the fuck. And they're like, oh, I was in the fog, and then everyone was super ill and sick, like immediately after.
like the video you saw last episode.
Yeah, so I'm in the fog, and I'm like, fuck. Like, I hope that's some bullshit.
You're like, oh man, they're never gonna believe me when
And
I
then
call
I'm
in
tripping.
sick
I'm
to
like,
work.
yo, am I feeling sick? Yeah. And I'm fine, but I'm just like, oh, dude, I'm not feeling so hot. But I swear, when I was in the fog, I was tripping. It was almost like, were you in it at all?
No.
It was almost like it was like a particle. Like, I was kind of tripping because I was like, yo, it kind of is like almost like a mist. Like, you could like see it kind of.
I mean, it kind of is what.
No,
fog-
but like obviously it's mist. But like, you know, when you like spray something and you can
yeah.
like see like the particles.
like the little water droplets.
I was kind of tripping.
I mean,
But
it
I'm
is
fine. I'm fine
so far.
so far. Give it a week or two.
We'll check back next week, see if you got the bird flu.
We might not make it to episode 26.
Not if the bird flu kicks in.
Yeah.
But today it was not foggy. Today
not foggy
it
today.
was. What was it today? Like cloudy,
January.
like a cloudy, cold January.
I
day.
want to say it's cold, but in all realness, it's actually pretty warm.
For January, it's warm.
Yeah, obviously, like, we're in Vancouver, and we're the most, like, temperate fucking province or city in the whole fucking country.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, we bitch about shit that's cold when the rest of the country's like, bro, that's a fucking joke.
Yeah, relatively, it's quite warm.
It's like 7 degrees.
Yeah, it's warm.
6, 7 degrees. It's not that cold.
There's people in shorts.
But I like to bitch about it.
Yeah.
It's not that cold, though. If anything, we need to start playing more carbon tax. Is that it?
Yeah.
Because I saw a video up at the mountain. A buddy of mine, he works as he's like a park manager up there. He's more of my younger brother's buddy. Shout out Danny. But yeah, I saw him post like a photo from up at the mountain, and it's like looks almost like spring conditions. Like there's not a lot of snow, and it's been raining, so none of the snow is on the trees. Like all the trees are like green.
Oh.
Like that's normally some like spring. But the last couple seasons have been kind of like that, so.
It's kind of sad.
Yeah, man, you just gotta fucking cough up the coin.
Yeah. You gotta pay for more snow.
Yeah.
More carbon tax, pay for more snow.
Yeah.
Also, people just gotta get over the whole winter sports thing, I think, too. Just the sooner you get it off your mind that it's something to do.
Start surfing, man.
Start surfing.
Or go to Dubai. Do the indoor fucking snowboarding thing.
We need to build an indoor ski slope on Whistler.
You know what? If it continues to get warmer over the next decade or two, that'll almost certainly happen.
Indoor ski hill?
Well, Whistler, dude. Whistler's like one of the biggest ski resorts in North America. Multi-billion-dollar fucking...
Dude, if you can't ski in Whistler anymore, then they'll be fucked.
Well, exactly. So they would 100% probably convert the mountain into like an indoor thing. Not the whole mountain, but they would definitely have to...
the world's biggest indoor ski hill.
Bro, if it keeps getting warmer, I could see all of Whistler becoming like climatized, where they just like enclose the whole mountain.
Just a giant dome over Whistler.
Yeah, that would cost so much money. If we had some Saudi investors, they would probably do some shit like that.
Yeah.
That's like nothing compared to the line.
Like, yeah, the line was crazy.
Yeah. I don't know if that's really going to pan out the way they said it would. But
I don't think they're ever going to build the line.
Yeah. I think they have the money to do it, but I think they've realized like...
It's a stupid idea.
No, but they don't have the fucking manpower to do it.
Yeah, they don't...
Like the manpower doesn't exist to do that.
Yeah.
And there's so many other mega projects happening in that part of the world. They're like, how are you going to build this fucking line through the fucking desert? Even if they got
everyone in Pakistan over there. And
they're building other fucking shit. They're building like 50 things all at once. Like, it would take... If they canceled all those other projects and fucking just did the line, then yeah, they could do it. But they can't do the line while they're building these fucking artificial islands, while they're building fucking... Anyways.
Yeah, it was a very ambitious thing of them to do.
Very ambitious. So, climate change.
Yeah, that's the weather.
Cold, but not cold enough.
All right. So, okay. So for today, we have a few fun topics for you.
Yes, sir.
We're going to talk about how Justin Trudeau steps down as prime minister.
Fucking pussy.
We're going to talk about Canada being the 51st state. We're talking about the fires in LA. Why are Wednesdays called Hump Days? And based Zuck.
Yeah.
And that is what we'll be covering today.
Yeah, and probably some other shit that we have not anticipated, but I feel like we always cover topics that like present themselves in the moment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So let's jump right into things. Justin Trudeau steps down.
I was kind of disappointed, man.
I have an article here from Global News.
Do it.
Which is state funded, I believe.
Province funded.
Province funded. After nearly 12 years at the helm of the Liberal Party of Canada, Justin Trudeau says he will step down from the party's top job once a new leader is chosen. But who comes next, and how will the party select a new leader? Outside his residence in Ottawa, Trudeau told reporters of his intentions to step down following months of mounting pressure. I intend to resign as party leader, as prime minister, after the party selects its next leader, though, through a robust nationwide competitive process, Trudeau said. Last night, I asked the president of the Liberal Party to begin that process. This country deserves a real choice in the next election, and it has come clear to me that if I'm having to fight internal battles, I could not be the best option in that election. The Liberal Party's board of directors must now set a date for the next leadership election, establish the leadership expense committee according to the party's constitution. Okay, so that's a little rundown of what happened.
So I've been hearing rumors, or everyone who fucking follows Canadian media has, for like quite some time, probably the last 6 months or the year. People have been saying, oh, Trudeau might step down, blah, 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 blah. And I do not like Justin Trudeau. Like, I would very much like a new leader.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a fan of him. In like almost every sense. Now, if he does something good, I'll acknowledge that. And he probably has done good things throughout his 10 years.
The weed thing.
Yeah, there was good and bad things associated with that. But yeah, that was one of the reasons why I voted for him in the first time he ran.
That's how he got everyone.
Yeah, with the weed thing. And he was young.
Yeah.
He was more handsome back then, too. Like, he was like 30-something.
Yeah.
Kind of like, you know, young. Like, more like a progressive idea, forward-thinking guy at the time. Mm-hmm. He sold people what they wanted to hear. But I would have rather he didn't step down, to be honest.
Really?
Because that makes me feel more unsure of the future. Like, like, this podcast is all about stand on business.
Yeah.
You know? And that is not standing on business.
It's true. He just fucking gave up.
You good? You doing
Yeah,
a little
good.
dance there?
Yeah.
Salsa dance?
I just had to readjust.
Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay. But at the same time, he's
he's
not
fucked up
very
in
liked.
huge. No, he's not. He's
Like,
probably the most disliked prime minister in
I
Canadian
almost
history.
feel bad for him how disliked he is.
I know. I feel bad
I'm
too.
like, all right, guys. He's part of a greater systematic problem.
It almost feels like you're bullying him.
Yeah.
No,
Like,
when
that
his
video of him in Whistler where the lady goes up to him like, "Oh, Prime Minister," or something
she's like,
that.
get the fuck out.
Yeah, she like shakes his hand. She's like, "Get the fuck out of here."
I
like,
know.
okay.
I don't. You
gotta do all that.
I think it's important to be diplomatic
Yeah.
and like respectful. Like, fucking. It's almost like a level of immaturity, I think.
Yeah.
Where I think you can like present your arguments in like a concise way where you're able to articulate how you're feeling without, it's almost like immature to just be like, hey, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Piece of shit.
I don't like you.
Yeah, and even,
you're a poo-poo head.
even when his fucking wife divorced him, I think we talked about this.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I felt bad. And I don't like him, but it's like, bro, I don't want him to fucking kill himself.
Yeah.
Like, in all honesty. Like, I don't think he's a good leader, but he hasn't, like, fucking, it's not like he committed a genocide on people or something. Like,
Yeah,
he's
people are
fucked us
acting like he's done something.
like Hitler or something, you know? And it's like, god damn.
I
Like,
don't even hear people say fuck Hitler
as much
as
as,
much as they say.
I know, it's crazy. Hitler has more fucking supporters than Justin Trudeau in 2025. You know?
Hot take.
It's crazy. We're not part of that group.
We're not part of that group, but
they exist on what? Well, these fucking 4chan websites.
Hitler has more supporters than Justin Trudeau. You heard it here.
But yeah, no, I can't help. It feels like you're kicking someone when they're down.
Yeah.
You know, and I think it's important to be like, look, we don't want you as our leader anymore, and we're gonna find someone new.
He fucked up when he called that emergency election.
Yeah, he did.
Because that's when everyone's like, all right, dude, it's been like 10 years.
Yeah, well, that's, I think, one of the problems with Canadian politics that should be reassessed is there's no term limits for a prime minister.
No term limits doesn't really make sense.
There could be a problem because it's a very old system and they just never redefined it.
I wonder why they left it like
And
that.
to be fair, I do think how they do it in the States, 2 terms, 8 years, I think it's a little bit short. I think you can maybe do 3 terms.
Yeah.
Where if someone gets elected, 12 years, because it takes time to make real change in a country.
Yeah.
And 8 years is kind of like not that long.
Not long enough.
It is long, but it's like kind of. I get why, I don't know, it's long, but not too long. So I guess why they do it. But I think like you could do 3 terms, like 12 years. Or even 10 years. Say fucking 10 years.
10 years would be fair.
Yeah. You know, the no term limit thing is almost like teetering on some like potential dictator stuff. Like you're opening the door to if someone decided to be a dictator for life, they could do it.
Okay, even if you could do the 12-year term or like 12 years of being elected.
Yeah.
Trudeau technically only would be reaching that now.
And it's felt like a long time.
It's felt like a long time, and I think it's the idea of, well, theoretically, this could go on forever. That's probably rubbing people the wrong way.
Yeah.
Versus if you knew, okay, at the 12th year, it's done,
Yeah.
and then it has to be someone else.
Wait, he's been in office for 10 years or
I think it's been,
longer?
I think it's been longer.
Oh, yeah, no, because
After nearly 12 years.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's where, I think after 10 years, people were like, "Aye, buddy." And that's where,
Get
that's
the
when he
fuck
did the
outta
emergency election, you know?
Yeah.
You know, I was surprised that he won that, but it was at the time of CERB, so I think a lot of people were getting these $1,200, however, $2,000 checks every month. And I'm like, fuck yeah, I'll keep this going.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, all right.
Yeah, yeah. It was definitely good timing for it. But what's your thoughts?
I think he's absolutely making the right choice, because if he doesn't step down and they don't find someone else before the federal elections, then Poilievre is going to win hands down.
Polyev.
Well, I'm saying it the French way.
Oh, is that actually how you say it?
Yeah.
He doesn't pronounce it like that.
He does. I'm just being a douche.
Cappuccino.
Poilievre.
You got
I think that's how you're supposed to say it. Poilievre.
maybe. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure.
Yo, people in our comments, is Thorun pronouncing Polyev right? Poilievre.
Okay, hold on. Put a pin in that. We have to settle this right now.
Polyevery.
Yeah, I know. There's obviously an English way, and then there's
Pierre Polyevery.
One
Whoa, buddy. We should get YouTube.
YouTube Premium.
platform, any website,
Can't be fucking promoted.
unlimited creation.
Well, maybe we're running ads.
We are looking at how to pronounce the name of Canadian
the same
politician
guy.
who served as Minister of State for Democratic Reform
We should
from
subscribe to-
2013 to 2015
this guy.
and Minister of Employment and Social Development in 2015. How do you go about pronouncing
He's
his
gonna
name?
be a repeat
In
guest.
French or in French Canadian, his name would be said as Pierre Poilievre. Pierre Poilievre.
Pierre
But it would be fine
Poilievre.
in English to say his name
Oh, we don't care how it's said in English.
as Pierre Poilievre. Pierre Poilievre. From French, Pierre Poilievre.
Yeah, everyone suck it. Suck it.
I don't think that's how you said it.
Poilievre. Suck
Okay.
my dick.
Why? Why I
Okay,
think,
anyways, circling back, the point is, if he doesn't step down and someone else doesn't take a spot where they are actually likable as the leader of the Liberals, obviously the NDP, like, no one's rocking with Jagmeet anymore. So like,
that's not true. A lot of people are, but
okay, but most people
no.
aren't
But
rocking
that
with
what you
Jagmeet.
just said is why I think it's a
Poilievre?
bad idea. You said until they find someone who will be a good replaceable leader, or whatever the fuck you said.
Right.
But that's the exact problem. Have you seen the candidates to replace him?
Well, okay, here,
Bro, dude, they
Mark
are
Carney. Dude,
worse.
He does not look like.
Okay, so the candidates in the Liberal Party are Chrystia Freeland, who just stepped down as the finance minister too. She stepped down. No, she's like, bro, she is worse than Trudeau. Like, she's crazy.
Dominic LeBlanc.
Christy Clark. Oh, bro, these are our candidates.
Yo,
Bro, I don't like Trudeau, but the potential replacements are worse. And you know what? I've thought about this potential situation.
dude,
what
Poilievre
if-
is going to win hands fucking down.
Oh, yes. Regardless of who they pick is the new Liberal leader, Liberal Party leader.
What about Melanie Joly?
Yo, hear me out, bro. What the fuck was I going to say?
Why was it a bad
What
idea
if,
to
no,
step down?
but I have this feeling this is going to happen. What if no one wants to take on that role?
Someone's going to take
No,
it
because
on.
the Liberal Party right now is kind of in shambles. Like, a lot of people are stepping down. A lot of, like, how he was talking about internal conflict. There's been a lot of internal conflict. That's why he's stepping down, because his own party isn't supporting him. And now it's like all these people who are just, what's the word? It's not governor, premier, who are like MPs, members of parliament. They're just like a member of parliament, or they have their job. You're a fucking... They didn't sign up to be prime minister.
True.
And now it's just kind of getting dumped on them. Like, okay, we need a prime minister for the next 2 years. I feel like a lot of people are like you set this shit on fire.
whoa.
You set a garbage pile on fire, and they're like, okay, you come put it out. You're like, bro, like,
I didn't sign up for this.
yeah, like,
That's what they were thinking.
yeah, at the prospect. So, like, literally, what happens if nobody steps up to take on that job? What if a lot of people like turn it down?
Well, I'm sure someone
Are we
will
just
step
not
up.
going to have a prime minister?
Well, someone will definitely step up because there's a lot of money involved.
Yeah, but I don't think they're going to be better than Trudeau, because
No.
for one, they weren't elected. They didn't like prepare for it.
No.
They didn't anticipate it.
Well, okay, the actual federal election is in October.
Oh, of this year?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Of next, okay, this year, but that's still like a year out.
Basically.
Is it? I think it's more than a year out. Oh, no,
No,
I think you're
federal
right. It's
elections this year.
2025. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not that long. It's less than a year.
Like, it could be, we could have 3 prime ministers. Like, Trudeau is obviously the prime minister right now, but then when he steps down and someone takes his place, then they'll be the prime minister until the
Oh, you know
elections.
what might happen,
And
actually?
then Pierre is definitely gonna, like, Pierre's gonna win. Like,
You know who would, technically, if nobody was elected, it would be the Governor General of Canada. Because they're like a representative for, like, the Governor General of Canada is like the one position that can technically fire the Prime Minister.
Mary Simon.
So, because she's, I think, technically like a representative to the crown of it. Because you know how we're, what's the word? We're connected to the crown. We're
Right.
what's the word? Fucking not colony. We're like, you know how like Australia, fucking New Zealand, Canada are all connected to
Oh, the Commonwealth.
Commonwealth. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're a Commonwealth country. So the Governor General of Canada is like the representative to the Commonwealth.
Okay.
So they're kind of like overseeing the shit going on in Canada.
I don't know if she could still be able to handle it.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Like, you know, like, respectfully, I don't know if she looks too friendly.
I think she could get some spanking, or not get some spanking, give some spanking. Did he? Oh Lord. Yeah. So fuck. Man.
So, if they find some great candidate, though, this could save the party. Because right now, as far as it stands, Pierre's going to win.
Bro, if
by
that
a
candidate
landslide.
existed, you would know their name.
Probably.
They would have a social media presence. Like, you would be like, oh, this is the guy or girl who's like next in line.
So do you think Pierre's going to win then?
Almost certainly, but I've expressed this to you before. Like, on paper, a lot of the stuff he says sounds good, but I feel like he's playing a role too.
Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
unfortunately,
He's just pandering.
he's really good at public speaking, and the things he says are really good. But he hasn't held this stance for very long. A lot of
Yeah.
the things he's saying right now, he's only started to talk in the last 2 years. If you go back at the time of like the trucker protests and like the vaccine mandates and all that shit, he was he was against the trucker protests and he was for the mandates and stuff. Even he's been questioned in interviews. Like, apparently he has ties to like the World Economic Forum.
Probably.
And
yeah.
even I think Jordan Peterson talked to him about that in an interview they did, or not the recent one, but an older one. He denied it. He was like, "Oh yeah, I just got invited to this thing. I went."
World Economic Forum, never heard of him.
No, he said he went, but he was like, it was like a one-time thing. Yeah, it was just kind
Sure, buddy.
yeah.
Yeah, we know whose pockets you're in, buddy.
Yeah. So unfortunately, hopefully I'm wrong, but like Like, I probably would vote for him, but I wouldn't get my hopes up.
Yeah, I think no one should get their hopes up.
Yeah.
I think it's all just smoke and mirrors.
And dude, I do think, unfortunately, Canadian politics isn't in a good spot right now. Like,
No.
I think all of our candidates and leaders, like, I think the leader of every party right now has ties to the World Economic Forum.
Yeah.
Like, literally, Jagmeet Singh. There's this thing. Here, let's see if I can remember the name. It's like the Global Council of Young Leaders. Have you heard about that?
Yeah.
I think we talked about it. So it's a World Economic Forum thing where they send these, I think it's called Young Global Leaders. Cute. Search that up. Jamie, pull it up.
Okay.
So Young Global Leaders is this thing they send these like blossoming politicians to like train them in how to speak.
The Forum of Young Global Leaders.
Yeah, connected to the World Economic Forum. So Trudeau has gone to this. It's like a training camp they send people to learn how to, like, you know how people in public speaking, they speak with like a cadence that like hypnotizes you?
Yeah.
Like when you see people on the news or you see politicians, they speak in this weird cadence that people don't normally talk in like real conversation. It's because it's proven to put people into like a trance kind of. This is like some MK Ultra shit.
Right.
Like, and it's like they emphasize and articulate their words in a certain way that like is proven to like, yeah, hypnotize people. So Jagmeet has gone to this thing. Trudeau's gone to this thing. I think Pierre might have gone to this thing, or if he did, it wasn't on record. I know for a fact Trudeau and Jagmeet went to this. Probably the Green Party leader too. So I think
Really, even the Green Party?
I wouldn't be surprised, bro.
Because they're pretty radical left.
Yeah, all of politics is in Canada. You know? Which is like, yo, I'm not like, that's fine. But like, it doesn't have to do with right or left, to be honest.
Yeah.
There's World Economic
global
Forum
elites.
bullshit. There's global elite
They
shit.
turn the friggin' frogs gay.
Yeah, they're the ones
Do
turning
you
the frogs
understand
gay.
that?
I don't know, man. Yeah. Like, I don't feel good about it. It feels like very uncertain.
Yeah, I think
Because like a country without a leader, it's almost like, you know how they do the government shutdowns in the States? I don't know. We've never lived through that, but I've heard about it. It's like, fuck. Like, it's like we're a ship without a captain right now. The captain's like, yeah, I don't want to sail the ship anymore.
well,
Who else wants to sail the ship?
maybe we should apply.
We could. We could be the first joint
Yeah. Joint prime ministership.
prime minister. Yeah.
Yeah, we're like, okay, the podcast
No diddy.
the podcast is going to be incorporated, represented as one entity,
Yeah.
and then that entity is going to be running.
Yo,
the
if we
country.
got conjoined at the hip, like we got a you know how they'll like do surgery to separate Siamese twins?
Mhm.
What if we could find someone to do a surgery to conjoin us?
Okay.
And they'll connect our like gastrointestinal tract. So like you'll eat and I'll shit, vice versa.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But then could
No
we
diddy.
be the prime minister? I bet there's like a weird clause somewhere
There's like a loophole. It's like, oh shit, they figured out the loophole where if you're conjoined,
at the hip.
you're conjoined at the hip, you automatically get to be prime minister.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's uncertain times. But
Uncertain time.
there's always a bit of uncertainty, isn't there?
Yeah. But I do find, so this will like kind of segue into our next segment. I find it interesting how this has all happened only a week or two after Trump started joking, or I don't know if he's joking, about Canada joining the United States. No, but it is strange timing because Trudeau and Trump had that dinner.
Yeah.
And it was funny because Trudeau was talking like, I'm looking forward to working with President Donald Trump. And they had a dinner together. And he's like, oh, Canada and the United States has always had good relations. We'll work together, blah, blah, blah. And then it was after that dinner that Trump was like, oh, I proposed to Trudeau that Canada become a part of the States. And it's only like a week or two after he said that Trudeau's stepping down.
You just couldn't handle it.
Well, okay, so now this is like the fucking Trump's reasoning for it, I don't necessarily agree with it, but I also don't know all the facts behind it. So apparently the United States subsidizes Canada to the tune of like $200 billion a year.
Really?
Yeah. Just to like help us keep afloat.
Is that true?
I don't know. He said it. It could be
He
false.
says a lot of shit, though.
He does say a lot of shit. But yeah, Google that. Pull it up, Jamie. You fucking pull it up, Jamie.
Okay, so this is from... Okay, let's see here. Trump is open to using economic force to acquire Canada. Trudeau responds. We're losing $200 billion a year and more to protect Canada, and I said that to, as I called him, Governor Trudeau. I said, listen, what would happen if we didn't subsidize you? He said, Canada would dissolve, Trump claimed. Really? Okay. In the past, Trump has accused Canada of accepting a $100 billion subsidy from the United States. It's unclear exactly what he's referencing, but it may refer to the trade deficit between the two countries. A trade deficit occurs when the dollar value of a country's imports is more than its exports. In 2023, the U.S. trade deficit with Canada was $41 billion. So basically, they're importing more shit from us than we're importing it from them.
No, it's the other way around. So we're importing more from the States than the States is from us. I think it's the other way around.
But then they would be making more money off of us.
Okay, I don't know. Whatever. I don't care.
Because I think the idea is like we're selling them more, so we end up making more money off them.
Oh, and we're not buying their stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I could see that.
So then like they're like, that's like a trade deficit because they're like, okay, well, our country's not even making an equal or close amount off of you, so really we're just giving you money.
Yeah.
Which is like, I don't know if that's why it seems like if you just read the headline, it's one thing, but then when you look, oh, well, it's about trading, it's like, well,
yeah,
seems a little bit of a stretch.
Yeah. Me personally, I think it's good that we are a separate country because I like to travel to the States, but that's the part is I like to travel there and I like to come home and be like, oh, I'm home now.
Yeah.
This is a different place, you know? But I think we talked about this before we started, but I think it would be fair to like acknowledge that there probably would be pros and there would be cons.
Right. So should Canada be the 51st state?
Yeah. Let's go through some of the benefits that would be.
Okay. Well, I think the benefit would be everyone gets to be a U.S. citizen.
Yeah. We could travel and move to the States.
Travel, movement within the States.
Yeah. We could. Our dollar would become a lot stronger.
Our dollar would be stronger.
Our taxes would be lower.
Taxes would be lower.
Gun laws would be more lax. Some people think that's a pro. Other people think it's a con.
That's a pro and a con.
Yeah, it would be both, to be honest. Our military would be stronger.
Yeah.
It'd be the strongest in the world by far.
Yeah. Maybe we'd get an in and out.
We would get in and out. That would be sick. What else?
I feel like there's not that many pros.
Not really. Those are kind of the pros right there. Okay. Which would be nice. Like if I could just drive down to Florida, or if I could just move to Florida or California or whatever and not need fucking to fill out any paperwork or get a visa. You just go.
That would be nice.
That would be cool. Yeah, dollar stronger, stuff like that would be cool. But yeah, I think those are pretty much the pros right there.
Yeah.
The cons, for one, okay, so there's a lot of felons in the United States. Canada.
Yeah, a lot of felons.
There's a lot of felons in the States.
A lot of Mexican felons.
No, just the United States is leading the world in violent crime, but by far.
Are they really?
Where else is even close?
Haiti.
Okay, I don't know, but like you mean like numbers wise?
Yeah.
100%. It's like one of the largest populated countries in the world. Definitely the most violent crime.
Okay.
Yeah.
More
So there's a
than
lot
South
of people
Sudan.
who could come to fucking Canada who would be felons,
Right.
which I don't think would necessarily be great.
Bloods and Crips in Canada.
Well, no, Canada's like we're super strict about who we let in our country.
Not strict enough.
I don't know. What's another thing I think would be better? Bruh. We would instantly get dragged into all the states' bullshit.
All the wars.
Conflicts, global conflicts, wars. They have harsher laws on drugs,
Yeah.
like most places, like federally, yeah. I guess freedom of speech and shit like that would like they do have. I do think there's
Like no health care or no free health care would be a negative for
yeah,
some
it
people,
would be a
for
negative.
Sure.
I do think like their
There's arguments
I
to be
think their
made
constitution is good, like for the
overall.
most part, like freedom of speech, stuff like that. I think is
Yeah.
good. Where I think we could benefit from more of that in Canada. Fuck, there's more negatives. I just can't think of them right now. I should have wrote them down.
I think overall it's not a good idea.
Yeah, I think I agree. It would be wild if that happened, though. Like that would
I
be.
don't even know how it would happen. Because then England would be like, "Hold on, pump the brakes.
Yeah.
Like this is still our crown."
Well, the
colony
only
a
way it
little
would
bit."
happen in Canada is if there was a vote on it, and Canadians are not going to vote for that.
No, they're not gonna be like, "All right."
And even like the more right wing Canadians are like, yeah, no.
Yeah, because they're still
I like Canada.
like the right wing Canadians. I think would be exactly the ones to not vote.
Because they're still Canadian.
Yeah,
And they're like it's Canadian, like we have Canadian pride. And
Yeah.
it like we like to be able to distinguish ourselves from the States.
we are different.
Yeah, we are. So I guess we'll see. That would be kind of wild if it
I
did
think
happen.
Trump's definitely saying the most. He's like, he's really trying to fucking be a douche here.
Well, the thing I don't get, because I feel like he is kind of trolling a bit.
He's 100%
But
trolling.
so he's saying the same shit that Putin is almost. No, how he's like, oh, we're going to make Canada the United States. We're going to make Mexico the United States. Yeah, Panama Canal. America Canal.
The American Canal.
Yeah, but it's like, obviously he's not doing it by military force, but it's kind of like, isn't that kind of the same shit? Like,
Yeah, I mean, him and Putin.
I feel like he's kind of joking and kind of doing it more of a like, it is coercion.
he's
though.
just testing the waters. He's just like,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, no, yeah.
And
no,
don't get me wrong,
yeah.
fucking yeah. If
He's just trying to see if people are on board. If people are like, yeah, let's do it. And he's like, all right, we'll do it. American Canal.
if Canada, the United States, and Mexico became one country, it would like economically be really good. Yeah, if they got the Panama Canal or whatever, become super powerful and strong or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't. I'm not sure.
I'm not a fan.
Not really a fan.
Not a fan.
Yeah. We'll see though. We'll see what happens.
Well, we haven't even started the Trump presidency yet, and
Yeah.
we're getting wild.
I know, and it's like it doesn't make me feel any better knowing that our leader just stepped down too.
Dude, yeah.
It's like that's what I'm saying. The timing of it is like, bro, really? Like it almost makes me worried that it is gonna happen because I feel like Trudeau was there and he's like, shit. If he does this, we will have to join the states.
Yeah, he's like, you know what?
If he actually implements the shit he's gonna do.
Trump is running for prime minister.
And no, and maybe he's realized he's like, dude, as soon as he becomes president and if he starts to do this shit, he's like, I don't want to be prime minister telling people that we have to join the United States. So he's like, fuck it, I'm gonna step down. You fucking deal with this.
Somebody else to clean up this mess.
Literally, that's it. Yeah. Anyhow,
Okay, that's
that's it.
Canada 51st state.
Oh, I think there was a link I sent you for that, though, right? I feel like we should watch that link. Yeah, I sent you one.
Okay, so this is from Alex Jones.
They turned the friggin' frog. They turned the friggin' frogs gay.
God did.
If you were to work under the assumption that you're serious about making Canada a 51st state of the United States, the leader of the Conservative Party in Canada said, under no circumstances will it ever be the 51st state.
Maybe he won't win, but maybe he will. I don't care.
You had suggested.
Listen, I don't care what he says.
But Sir Lopez, you said you were considering military force to acquire Panama and Greenland. Are you also considering military force to annex and acquire Canada?
No, economic force. Because Canada and the United States, that would really be something. You get rid of that artificially drawn line, and you take a look at what that looks like, and it would also be much better for national security. Don't forget, we basically protect Canada. But here's the problem with Canada. So many friends up there. I love the Canadian people. They're great. But we're spending hundreds of billions a year to protect it. We're spending hundreds of billions a year to take care of Canada. We lose in trade deficits. We're losing massive. We don't need their cars. You know, they make 20% of our cars. We don't need that. I'd rather make them in Detroit. We don't need the cars. We don't need their lumber. We have massive fields of lumber. We don't need their lumber. We have to unrestrict them because stupid people put, restrictions on, but I can do that with an executive order. We don't need anything they have. We don't need their dairy products. We have more than they have. We don't need anything. So why are we losing $200 billion a year and more to protect Canada? And I said that to, as I called him, Governor Trudeau. I said, listen, what would happen if we didn't subsidize you? If we didn't, because we give them a lot of money. We help them. As an example, we're buying icebreakers, and Canada wants to join us in the buying of icebreakers. I said, we don't really want to have a partner in the buying of icebreakers. We don't need a partner. But
the U.S. the right to lay claim to us.
no right. Nope, no right. Here's what we have. We have a right not to help them with their financial difficulties because we owe $36 trillion too. We're going to start knocking it out pretty fast, but we're going to be able to do it because of energy and other things. But no right. No right. But why are we supporting a country 200 billion plus a year? Our military is at their disposal. All of these other things, they should be a state. That's why I told Trudeau when he came down, I said, what would happen if we didn't do it? He said Canada would dissolve. Canada wouldn't be able to function if we didn't take their 20% of our car market. They send us hundreds of thousands of cars. They make a lot of money with that. They send us a lot of other things that we don't need. We don't need their cars, and we don't need the other products. We don't need their milk.
I think we
got a lot of milk.
Got a lot of milk.
He sounds serious.
Yeah. You know what? I think his logic and reasoning is I think he's trying to very aggressively reduce the national debt in the States. I think, and to be fair, I think in that regard, I think he is pretty qualified to do that. With him and Elon, how they're talking about cutting all the crap, the Department of Government Efficiency. Yeah. They want to get rid of all the fluff, all the waste. And they're like, any money we're spending that doesn't make sense, we're cutting out, pay off debt. And he's probably like, fuck, we're paying Canada all this money. He probably, because we have a shitload of natural resources too. He probably wants that, because we don't really utilize our natural resources in the way we probably could. There's a lot of resistance to pipelines and stuff. Even the LNG pipeline.
Yeah.
Liquid natural gas, which is one of the most green fuels of our modern times, because it's a low emission or pollutant or whatever. Sure. And it's when it's under compression, it's liquid, but when if there's a pipe burst, it turns into gas. So there's not it wouldn't be an oil spill in the way people think. And a lot of people don't know that. They just hear pipeline and they think oil spill. Or if we were more aggressive with exporting our natural resources. We would be one of the wealthiest countries in the world, but we don't.
Yeah, I think there's a fine line.
There is a fine line because obviously we also have some of the most preserved wilderness and wildlife and nature and shit in the world. So, but I'm just like steel manning his argument,
right,
you know.
right.
I don't know, man. We'll fucking see what happens.
I don't think Canada's going to become the 51st state.
I don't think so either.
I think that's also another reason why people would look to Poilievre and and look for someone who's going to take a strong stance. So even though he just adopted these new views very recently, if he talks a good talk, people are going to be like, he's the savior. He's going to protect us.
No.
Which is what people want, is a big, strong leader. Mm-hmm. Big, strong leader.
No diddy.
To come in and
no diddy.
protect them.
Diddy.
What was I gonna say? Oh, yo, so who I feel like had the best response to all of this was the Green Party leader. Do you see what she said?
No, what did she say?
Okay, because all like Pierre and Trudeau were both like, hell no, that's not gonna happen. Canada's not gonna become the United States. But the Green Party leader, she was like on some gangster shit. Like, she was like, yo, fuck that. Washington, Oregon, California, join Canada.
Oh,
Like, it was some gangster shit. Like, instead of just playing defense, she went in the offense.
honestly,
That's like some like Napoleon type shit.
she could get a vote, actually. That's pretty sick.
She earned some respect for me with
Yeah.
that. Because, like, instead of just playing defense, like, no, we're not going to let you take us. She's like, nah,
Put some respect on my name.
the whole Pacific Northwest. Because a lot of people have joked about them being more closely related to, like, how Canada is than the States.
Yeah.
Like, you look at the West Coast, it's pretty, like, it's the Pacific Northwest, you know?
Yeah.
Like, we're very, like, similar.
Yeah, they should just join us.
Yeah.
Put some respect on my name.
That's literally what she said. So yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. We should almost pull that up so people can see it.
Did she? Is there a video?
I think there is a video. Or it might have been a tweet. Yeah, I thought that was good. That's the type of leadership we need. Not her necessarily, because I don't want a fucking Green Party prime minister. We'd be fucking cooked. But that like stance of being like, if someone threatens you, you throw the fucking first punch. You know, you don't wait for them to punch you.
Okay, so this is what the leader Elizabeth May said. So, you think we want to be the 51st state? Nah, but maybe California would like to be the 11th province. She said, going on to add Oregon and Washington to that list. We've already got a carbon trading system between California and Quebec. We've got some strong alliances in our west coast from British Columbia, she said. So,
That's kind of gangster.
Put some respect on my name.
I thought it was good.
Elizabeth May, you get a boom.
Boom, boom. Yo, I saw this video.
Yeah, we gotta play that.
Yo, no, there's
music
one.
video.
It was like the fucking Costco guys or whatever, and it's like, no, they're doing the live stream.
I'm gonna send that to the
They're doing this TikTok live stream, and the guy's like, "Oh damn, Sarah, we're really sorry to hear your brother passed away. He gets 5 big booms." Boom, boom, boom.
That's the one I wanted to play.
Oh, yo, you should pull it up. That's so
Okay,
good.
we'll play it at the end.
Okay. No, we do it now. Do it now. Yo, actually, bro, I'm so sorry. I gotta take a fucking piss.
You gotta take a piss? All right.
Play it. Let the people watch it. Costco guys, man. I don't know if I don't know.
That's like peak brain rot.
Yeah. Like, would you go to hell for something like that?
Why? I feel like you would.
About your brother that passed away, he gets 5 big booms. Boom! Oh, we're so sorry to hear about your brother that passed away. He gets 5 big booms. Boom! 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 Oh, we're so sorry to hear about your
Okay,
brother
pause
that
it.
passed away. He gets 5 big booms. Boom! 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 Oh, we're so sorry to hear about your brother that passed away.
Okay.
This is why they're banning TikTok in the United States.
I think it's a good thing, yeah.
Yeah. Just play that video.
Yeah.
When they pull up a video, like a vote in Parliament for why they should ban TikTok, just play that video. And people will be like, yeah, we should ban this. Not just ban it, they should make it illegal.
They should put you in jail
In jail.
for doing that video.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay, so that's 51st State, and so there's been some heated situations in LA recently.
Yeah.
Some very hot situations.
Not even recently, right now.
It's burning.
It's still on fire. So the Palisades fire. Do you know the geography of this fire? You've been to LA, so you probably know the geography of LA. So there's like the city, and then you go up, and like up in the hills
Yeah.
is like the suburban area.
Right.
And I've actually never been up there, but from what I understand, there's like the really wealthy. All of it's fucking wealthy, but there's like the ultra wealthy area in the hills, like Calabasas and shit like that, Hidden Hills, all that. And there's Malibu. But I think when you go into like some of the other areas, it's kind of more like regular suburban.
Right.
Where it's still like $1 million homes, but it's not like 10, 20, $30 million homes.
Right.
You know, like kind of, you go into any suburban area in Vancouver, it's $1 million homes, you know? Yeah. So I think it's kind of like that.
The Vancouver specials are $1 million.
Exactly. So, like, some of these neighborhoods are the Palace, like, it's an upper class neighborhood, but it's still like, it's not like celebrity town.
Right.
Like, it's like working people, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe with like a single family home, or maybe they have a vacation home. I don't fucking know. But it's not like necessarily the ultra rich
Right.
spot. But yeah, it's fucking burned down in January, which is crazy.
Yeah, what the fuck is that about?
Yeah, so super high winds. Apparently they're like 100-mile-per-hour winds, really dry conditions, and yeah, fire.
I guess it's hot there all year round, though.
It is, and they have been dealing with droughts for quite some time. Sucks, man.
Yeah, we have some videos to play.
Yeah, it's not good. Fucking direct energy weapons, man.
That's what I was going to say.
I don't know. Fucking probably not.
Okay, so...
One thing I was going to say, though. So apparently people have been saying for decades that they need to remove all the dead brush surrounding these. Because you know how, like, California has all these, like, dried out bushes and shit?
Yeah.
And they've been saying for a long time they need to remove this shit because it's a fire hazard. Same shit with what happened in Fernie. Because, like, for, like, kilometers surrounding Fernie was all these dead trees that were devastated because of the pine beetle.
Right.
And people had been saying for a long time they need to remove it because it's a serious fire hazard. And then the more progressive types are like, no, you can't damage the environment. You know,
Really?
Yeah, that's, like, why they didn't take down the shit in Fernie. Because they're like, yo, you can't, like, damage the environment. You can't fuck with the environment. You know? And these people are very vocal in local politics and shit, especially when they're like the majority. So they weren't able to remove all this like dead brush. And they've been saying for a long time it was like a serious fire hazard. And yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So this video is Los Angeles area wildfires are now moving at 2 to 3 football fields per minute. Trump warned them.
Damn.
Is that true?
I don't fucking know. Honestly, I've never heard him talk about fires. So
It's a 7
full screen it.
That's fucking intense.
Bro, you ain't seen shit yet. Look at some of the other videos.
God damn.
Yeah, I think they've had to evacuate up to 30,000 people.
So which one was that? That one was LA,
Yeah.
South Cal.
Yeah.
Okay, this one is Malibu. That wind is fucking everything up.
It's sad, man. It's scary. You think about something like that, it is super apocalyptic. So a lot of these videos are from last night. And yeah, today, like, the town is burnt to the ground.
Holy shit.
Bro, the fire travels so quick with those high winds. Like, the fire could be a few houses down. In a matter of, like, a couple minutes, your house is on fire.
Dude, that's crazy.
That is crazy. Yeah, let's watch some of the other videos.
This is the last video.
Oh, this is, yeah, the aftermath.
Yes, this is from the Palisades.
Yeah. They're calling it the Palisades fire, but it's kind of the whole surrounding area.
Major parts of the Pacific Palisades has essentially been wiped off the map as the sun rises in Los Angeles. Countless homes and businesses have been turned to ash, and the fire is still 0% contained. That's fucked.
So apparently, too, they didn't manage their like water reservoirs properly. So apparently, they actually don't have any water to fight these fires for the local fire department. So they literally can't do anything. They can just try and like evacuate people. But they
Just,
like
hope for the best.
yeah, because they have no, like, their water reservoirs are completely fucked. So they literally, like, apparently the fire hydrants don't work.
How the fuck could they let that happen?
I don't know. That also happened in Kelowna a couple years ago. You know, when the fires happened up there?
Yeah.
The fire hydrants were dry. Coincidence? I don't know.
Okay, I guess let's park along this street, yeah? And then, Dave, if you can, just go ahead of us and try to set up a signal.
Right here. This is where it's gotta be. This is, oh my God.
It's sad, man.
What? I've never, look at this.
It's people's lives, you know, their
comprehension.
community, man.
That's crazy.
Okay, I guess.
It's heavy.
Not good, man. Yo, so I actually just sent you one more video we should watch. This was one of the most scary videos I saw. I will end it here because there's so many videos we could watch it all day, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I texted you one on yeah. This one was fucked. Yeah, full screen that shit.
Dude, that person's just in their house.
Yeah, because, dude, the flames travel so quick. They're trapped now.
They gotta get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, I think they did.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
You're gonna be okay. Hi. You're gonna be okay.
Also, too, people were trying to protect their homes. No, because...
Shit.
Okay, I'll wait till this.
Yeah, don't worry about that, dude. Look at that.
That's terrifying. That house is going to catch on fire. It's probably already on fire.
It's probably already on fire.
They just can't see it.
Yeah.
And this shit will burn down quick, man.
The plastic is gone.
Also, you at that point, you can't really go outside because you'll die from smoke inhalation. You'll pass out.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. There's no oxygen. Like, you go outside in that is like you are, like, breathing smoke.
So, where's the gas? Outside. Okay, the gas is off right now.
Homie, get the fuck out of there.
No, don't open the window. Don't open anything. Just stay over here.
What the fuck is he thinking?
Honestly, at this point, there's not a lot you can do. Like, it's all hindsight at that point. Like, in that moment, what do you do at that point?
Okay, so they're trapped in the home.
Yeah.
Okay. No.
Yeah.
That's
I
fucking-
read a comment. Apparently, they made it out safe. I don't know. That they could have just posted that video and then died. I hope not.
Yeah.
So apparently, what I was going to say, I saw this video of a lady who was in like a neighboring area, and she was there trying to save her parents' home with a hose. She was just like a 40-year-old like single housewife lady with like their garden hose trying to save her parents' home. Her parents had evacuated because apparently, so just 2 weeks before the fires, their insurance company removed fire damages from their insurance.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So this is where you, whenever like you start to hear weird shit like this with the Maui fires, how their insurance didn't cover it.
Yeah.
With fucking 9/11, do you know about the insurance shit that happened? They pulled out this like insurance claim like 2 weeks before the attacks that covered like terrorist attacks and shit. So when the towers dropped, they actually made a crazy amount of money. Some Silverstein guy, I can't remember the fuck. But yeah, weird insurance shit goes on in relation to these events. Yeah, because you're like, why don't you just fucking leave? And yeah, if your insurance is going to cover it, get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
But if that's like your life, your livelihood, like you've worked your whole life to purchase this fucking home, if that shit burns down and it's not covered,
You have
you're like literally square one. Like imagine, God forbid, this whole building burnt down and you had nothing but the clothes on your back. And imagine you fucking own this apartment. Dude. It would be devastating.
Yeah.
Like devastating is a fucking understatement, you know?
That's why I'd rather choose to live in a place with shitty weather.
Yeah, Vancouver.
Yeah.
Bro, we get fires in the summer too, though. Even with all the rain we get.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
But it's not as bad as that.
Bro, you saw the Kelowna shit. It was actually pretty darn similar.
Maybe we gotta move to like Ireland or something.
Yo, you know what doesn't make sense to me, though?
What?
Why doesn't Mexico be having fires like this? It's way hotter. And way drier.
Yeah, what's that about?
And they got bush, too. They got some dry bush.
Yeah, no one's cleaning up shit there.
They got dry bush.
No diddy.
In Mexico. Not when I'm there. That shit be wet as fuck.
Yeah.
When I'm in Mexico, that shit be fucking juicing. That shit be moist bush.
Diddy.
Yeah, why are there no forest fires in Mexico?
Like they have them, but you don't see towns burning down in these videos of just people on the roads abandoning their cars engulfed in flames. You want to know why? You want to know fucking why, bro? Because Mexico doesn't have any fucking direct energy weapons.
So this is what Google AI says. More than half of Mexico's forests are owned by communities and indigenous people, which help control large fires. Community-controlled forests also absorb more carbon dioxide and have lower deforestation rates. They have prescribed burns. In the 1990s, Mexico began using prescribed burns and fire breaks to reduce the risk of fires. Mexico's community forestry enterprise regulate logging operations to allow the forest to regenerate naturally.
Yo, is every once in a while there's some shit that just makes you think.
Yeah, why is Mexico dialed in?
Why doesn't Mexico be having these fucking fires, man?
It's a good question.
To our listeners, to our readers, to our fucking viewers.
Yeah, to our Mexican listeners, can you please explain?
Explain to us in the comments.
In the comments,
Yeah.
what the hell is going on?
Yeah, why is Mexico not on fire?
Yeah, why is Mexico staying out of the heat?
Yeah. But you're way hotter.
Hotter, nicer weather. Okay. That's the forest fires.
Yeah.
So we're going to move on to something a little bit lighter, just a little bit of a palate cleanser. So this is a listener requested story.
Mm-hmm.
So this is not current news, but he wanted to know Who came up with Hump Day? As seeing as it is Wednesday today, I thought it was appropriate that we discuss this. What does Hump Day mean? Happy Hump Day is a phrase variously issued to people on Wednesday, popularly called Hump Day in office environments. Where does Happy Hump Day come from? Wednesday first came to be known as Hump Day since at least the 1950s. The expression figures Wednesday, the middle of the work week, as the hump people get over to coast into the weekend.
Did it?
Very much.
Did it?
Throughout the 20th century, Wednesday was especially referred to as Hump Day in an effort to liven up the drudgery of the work week. Coworkers may wish one another Happy Hump Day in a lighthearted or ironic acknowledgement that day-to-day work can be a drag. Evidence for the phrase dates back to at least the 1980s. Hump Day rose to particular prominence in September 2013 thanks to a popular commercial by the insurance company Geico. In the commercial, a talking camel named Caleb walks through the generic office cubicles, asking his coworkers if they know what day it is. One of the office workers reluctantly answers him, to his delight, it's Hump Day. I guess because he's a camel. Two men with guitars then explain that people who switch to Geico insurance are happier than a camel on Wednesday. Okay, let's
Just because he's a camel doesn't mean he likes being at work.
But he has humps on his back.
Yes, so
he just likes that it's Hump Day.
Okay, I guess.
He feels recognized. It's workplace diversity and inclusion.
Can I give a not politically correct answer?
Yeah, of course.
I thought Hump Day was just like, because you're in the middle of the week, that's just when you're getting fucked. Like your peak, like in it, like just getting fucked by your employers, by the system. You're getting humped by the system. You are getting humped by your place of employment. Yeah. You're just in it. You're like, it's different when it's like for Thursday or Friday. You're like, okay, like I'm almost there. Or on Monday, Tuesday, you're like, this is the like foreplay. But Wednesday is like you're balls deep.
Balls deep. You're getting humped to death.
Yeah.
The article continues here. Be aware that Happy Hump Day is frequently used on Wednesday in pornographic social media posts with accompanying images to pun on the sexual slang of hump for having sex or a woman's butt.
Derriere.
All right. And Liam, there you go. You're welcome. That is the origin of Hump Day.
Yep.
Okay, moving on. Based Zuck.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about this. So I guess a few episodes ago we talked about how seems like Mark Zuckerberg is he's been working on his PR. I think it was when his PR was at its worst was when he had all the robot accusations. Or what was that one clip where like he's being interviewed and he was like
drinking the cup of water?
No, he's like, if I was human or something like that. He like made some weird statement and then like the crowd laughed and he was like,
he's like, oh shit, they're on to me.
Yeah, it was kind of like he was coming off a little bit too robot-y and stuff.
He's like, oh.
And you know what? I almost think he had like an experimental chip in and then he like took it out because he's like, yeah, no, that's too much. I don't know, he started doing jujitsu, started being cool, started like surfing, wearing like gold chains and shit.
What was he doing?
I think T-Pain bought him like a gold chain because he's been hanging out with T-Pain.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So, but the thing he did is he recently announced that they're going to remove fact checkers from Meta platforms in an effort to become more of a free speech platform like Twitter or X. And now I don't think it's like they'll obviously still take people down for saying crazy shit. Like on Twitter, people can say whatever the fuck. Like there's a lot of anti-Semitic shit on Twitter, unfortunately. But it's a free speech platform, so they allow it.
They allow it.
Where I don't think Meta's about to do that, but they're removing the fact checkers.
Yeah.
in an effort to become more unbiased, I think.
So this is from the Meta website.
Yeah.
More speech and fewer mistakes. The key takeaways are, starting in the US, we are ending our third-party fact-checking program and moving to a community notes model. We will allow more speech by lifting restrictions on some topics that are part of mainstream discourse and focusing our enforcement on illegal and high-severity violations. We will take a more personalized approach to political content so that people who want to see more of it in their feeds can.
Yeah.
Which is good. Based.
I think it's good, man. I think it's like important to have open dialogue, and the whole idea of like let the people choose for themselves, and may the best man win type thing, you know?
Based Zuck.
Yeah, seems cool. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Zuck.
How long are we at?
1:12.
Okay. Do you have any off the cuff topics you want to talk about? What's been grinding your gears?
It's been grinding my gears.
Yeah. You know what I fucking can't stand?
What?
Gluten-free banana bread.
How dare you? How fucking dare you, ingrate?
She's gonna see this. Yo, I don't like your podcast.
Fuck your podcast.
No, I'm joking.
You fucking ungrateful piece of shit.
Yeah. Do you have anything, or I think we're this has been a good episode, but
I feel like I don't have anything. No meme review this week.
no meme review. That's probably a good thing, though. I feel like we're kind of using that as a cop out
Yeah.
for when we didn't have shit to talk about.
True.
Oh wait, Joe Rogan is trending. Why the fuck is Joe Rogan trending?
Yo, bro's always trending. What was that song?
Oh wait, yo, LA fires predicted with incredible accuracy by firemen who spoke to Joe Rogan. Okay, let me text this to you. Let's watch it.
This is one of the reasons that freaked me out. And he was telling me,
Can I
he
see
goes,
this?
dude, one day, he goes, it's just going to be the right wind.
Turn it.
And fire's going to start in the right place, and it's going to burn through LA all the way to the ocean, and there's not a fucking thing we can do about it. I go, really? He goes, yeah, we just get lucky. He goes, we get lucky with the wind. He goes,
Jesus
but if the wind
Christ.
hits the wrong way, it's just going to burn straight through LA, and there's not going to be a thing we can do about it. Because these fires are so big, dude. When they're talking about like thousands of acres that are burning simultaneously with like 40-mile-an-hour winds. And the wind's just blowing embers through the air, and those embers are landing on roofs, and those houses are going up, and they're landing on bushes, and those bushes are going up, and everything's dry. And once it happens in a way where it's so spread out that there's nothing they can do. There's nothing they can do.
You just have to evacuate, right?
Nothing they can do. I talked.
Crazy.
That's good. Like, so apparently there's a risk with this fire of it, like, affecting LA. Like, because if you look on the map, so it's like, yeah, like the fire is all
that
along
would
that
suck.
coast,
I like
right
LA.
above LA. Like, I hope it doesn't happen. Pray to
You've
Jesus.
never been to LA, right?
I've been when I was a kid.
Oh.
I went to Disneyland 3 times, motherfucker.
Oh,
Do you
wow.
remember? That's in Anaheim, but yeah, I've been to LA.
Wow.
Uh,
Very impressive.
Yeah, no, but yeah, it would suck. I hope LA doesn't burn down.
Yeah, it's like for everyone who hasn't visited yet.
You know, the worst part would be that everyone from LA,
No more Kendrick Lamar.
no, everyone from LA would go everywhere else. So all the bullshit they have to deal with in LA would become everyone else's bullshit.
Yeah, keep that shit in LA.
Yeah.
Well, at least
Jokes, but
well, you know what? At least they could get rid of
what?
What's that place where all the homeless people hang out called?
Skid Row?
Yeah, at least they'd get rid of Skid Row.
They would just go to somewhere else. I don't know if that's the best take.
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Comedy.
Okay.
Comedy.
Yeah. I hope the fires stop burning.
Yeah, no, fire's bad.
Not chill.
Fire's not good.
Literally
It's bad.
like the epitome of not chill.
The opposite of chill.
Yeah, it's too hot.
It's too hot. It's too hot of a take.
Yeah, I think we're done. Fuck it.
Yeah, do you have a song? No? I have a song.
Yeah? What's your song? What's this?
Dire Straits.
Okay, nice. That's a good song. Thank you for listening to episode 25.
Episode 25.
The Thorun Skundo podcast.
The Thorun Skundo podcast.
Tune in next week for episode 26. By then, hopefully there's no fires burning.
Yeah. And remember, kids, don't throw cigarette butts out your window.
Yeah.
And remember, if you're going to run for prime minister, do a good job.
Do a good job.
And
whatever you do, don't start cooking meth in your parents' basement.
do not cook meth in your parents' basement.
Might seem like a good idea, but it's probably not.
Exactly. And Canada will not be the 51st state.
One blade breaking my heart.
And with that,
Certainly not.
this has been another episode of the Thorun Skundo podcast.
Until next time, folks.
Remember to like, comment, and subscribe.
Hell yeah, brother.
Peace.